Boop, boop, boop. What's really, really good? It's your boy Aaron Bevins and Joey Bebo. Today is day 17, 90-day challenge. Actually, day 22, episode 17, because we don't go live on the weekends. Episode 17 of the 90-day challenge, where our objective is to generate $250,000 in closing funded revenue with $0 in marketing expenses. Name of the game: making offers on market, building relationships with realtors and brokers, making sure that they get paid, making sure that full, transparent communication with them. Escrow gets paid, realtor gets paid. We get a deeply discounted property under contract where the seller gets paid, the buyer gets a deeply discounted piece of real estate, and we get paid handsomely in the meantime. Joey Bebo is the mastermind of this 90-day challenge. What's good, bro?
What's good, bro? We are living
How you
today,
feeling?
brother. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really good, honestly. So we have those deals that came through last week. I'm having a little bit of a drought early at the beginning of this week, but we're gonna have a contract hopefully by tomorrow. Got a couple offers accepted that are kind of pending. One I almost locked up that I just was like, nah, I don't want to waste people's time, and I knew I couldn't move it. But I'm
Yeah,
feeling
no, I
great.
feel you. Okay, so stats up until now, we have 12 contracts that we've executed and ratified. One of them has already canceled. We have one assignment as of day 17 for $20,000, poised in position to close. And I'm confident we'll have a handful of assignments by the end of this week. Really, really excited about some of the deals that we have in our pipeline. And it's funny that you're saying you're having a drought, like 17 days into a 90-day challenge, and we have 12 contracts on the board. Okay,
I'm saying I'm having a
but
drought.
I understand what you mean, though. I 100% understand what you mean. We're definitely we have aggressive goals, and we want to be performing and exceeding on performance. So
Yeah.
with that said, we have a slogan in this challenge, guys, and that is HUDs or it didn't happen. So we will be showing you the closed and funded HUDs whenever we do close on these deals. With that said, we're not going to waste any time because we only have a few minutes to go live today and make some of these calls. Right after this intro, we're going to start banging it out. Let's get it.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.
Yo, let's get it. Let's get it. What's really cool is whenever I get the notifications of people tuning in across all platforms, and I get those momentarily throughout our live, and it's just really cool to see everybody engage and show love. What's even more dope is to see the replay value and how people continue to engage. It's so funny, Joey, because I'll forget about something that we did or said on a live, and then it comes back up on my timeline because somebody's engaging with it or watching it like a week later or 2 weeks later. So
Facts.
there's a long tail to what we're doing, and we already have individuals who wait, Joey, really quick before we start making calls. You made an offer on a property that you're looking to get it under contract, and the person said that
So
tell them
no,
that
it's
story really
it's
quick.
it's way worse. It's way worse. Not worse,
Wait,
but so we have a property currently under contract right now. This it's so funny because this is the contract that for the last week I've been saying Aaron's the one that said to lock this one up because he understands it and I don't. That's literally this contract. So the realtor called me today and she was just asking like she's like, so like I know you're wholesaling this obviously, like which is fine. And she's like I actually like didn't realize the owner was going to be open to owner financing and I kind of would have bought this myself. And then basically was just like, I'm willing to help you move this if you need help because I do have buyers that look for creative deals in San Antonio. So I'm like talking to her and we're talking about this stuff. And then I'm like, yeah, so like my partner is Aaron and he's the one that actually is like in charge of like working all of our people down in San Antonio. And she's like, wait, like Aaron Bevins? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh my God, I know that guy. And then she goes on to say, she's like, yeah, so like me and Aaron got on a call once, whatever. Long story short, she's been watching the live. So like, so like I'm literally
she's been watching these lives.
like literally been watching us on Facebook, like knows Joey Bibo, but didn't put the connection, obviously, that like I'm the one that signed that contract with her last week, Joseph Bibo. So I just thought it was funny. I called Aaron right after and told him we were laughing about it. But it's just such a small world. It's like I can't believe in the first two contracts we got, or like the first couple contracts we got, literally one of the people is someone that's actually been watching the live. So it makes it even better.
And the idea behind it, the like part. Go ahead, Joey.
Well, no, she's in the comments. Her name's Angelica. She's here right now. So let's get it.
That is so cool. I'm on now. Let's go, Joey. Here's what's so beautiful about this. Part of the vision, whenever we started doing these lives. By the way, shout out to everybody who's watching on all platforms. We love you guys. Part of the vision was it's to bridge this chasm, this gap between the retail market and the investor wholesale market. These are two entire different worlds, and we have similar agendas. All of this distance between these two markets is what I call opportunity. There's opportunity, and that opportunity is filled with equities. That's massive. We're talking millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars in equitable interest in these properties for commissions to realtors and commissions to wholesalers. And by the way, in a compliant way, um, that that is available to everybody who just takes the time to understand how we can serve one another. And with that said, it's really cool because now this person is in the comment section and watching us do this, like so dope. And it shows how far reaching this thing is. So shout out to everybody who's watching live. Shout out to you on all platforms, and shout out to you if you're in replay world watching this on the replay. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and hop into calls and make this thing happen.
Let's get it.
I haven't eaten all day, so if you guys see me smashing in the most ungodly of ways these amazing tacos set before me, just know that Cece, my girlfriend, made these tacos for me, and I'm not gonna lie, they're bussin'. Somebody says PM lives. Listen, the name of the game is consistency, right? So where me and Joey have to pivot from the AM to the PM, then
we're here.
We will.
At the end of the day, it's not about when you get it in, but if you get it in. That's the most important part.
From the AM to the PM. We got offers for them realtors. We're going to say them when we see them.
Let's go for the double dial.
Hey, bro, what row are you starting at?
I'm at the bottom. I'm at 161.
All right, bet.
Ryan Wilkinson said I showed up for shirtless, and this is what I get. Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, that's so funny. Shout out Ryan Wilkerson, one of the killers in the community. Chris Gomez says, "Yo, Aaron, that sweet sriracha sauce from Chipotle is fire. Just wanted to drop that since we talk about food." I love it. I told you, bro. I told you, my guy. Chris says, in reference to shirtless, he says, "You letting the people down, Joey." Look what he says. And
I'm gonna say tap a 1 in the chat if you guys want it, but we ain't doing it tonight.
That's hilarious.
I did do chess today, though.
Ryan, I got your text, bro. We need to do that session today, this week. All right, let's get it.
dial by extension, press 1. To dial by last name.
Going for whoever answers tonight. Yeah. Ray comes in, 1 pause.
Yo, I live for Ray's comments, bro. Oh, hey Ray, did I get you what you had asked me for? Or did you get that? The Zoom, because I have the link. I have the link for the training, the elite call that you wanted. That's what I live for Ray's comments, bro. He comes in, 1 pause.
Thought there was gonna be a 2 and a 3. Just waiting for the follow-up.
Come on. Somebody told me the other day, they're like,
Hi, is this Tom?
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hi, Tom. My name is Joseph. I'm a real estate investor. I was calling about the listing you had on Mimosa Road.
That
Say it again.
which listing you're talking? I don't understand. That's why I'm asking. Where is it?
The one on Mimosa Road. Is this under contract actually?
Oh yeah.
Okay, understood. And are they on an option period right now?
Yeah, it's under contract. And what's the question?
Is it like in an option period right now, or are they definitely moving forward?
The option period. Option period.
It is in the option period. Okay. How much longer do they have on that?
The price?
No. How much longer do they have on the option period?
They have 10 days.
10 days on it. Okay. Understood. And did they come in close to asking?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it an investor that bought it or an end buyer? I'm guessing an end
No,
buyer.
why you? We cannot disclose all those questions to anybody like that. You know.
Okay. No, understood.
I don't know you. You are just calling and asking. That's a very private thing.
I'm just asking if they're buying it for themselves, like if they paid top market value, or if it was like an investor that purchased it for purposes of investing.
No, not investor. That I can tell you. It's not there. They're going to stay there.
Okay. Do you work with investors though?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay. I mean, do you ever come across properties that need work?
No.
You don't?
So I don't do that kind of stuff. And yeah.
Okay. Well, if you ever come across stuff that needs work, just send it my way, okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have a great night. Cool.
Rates at 8% today. Rental rates going to push 10%. Dropping MAO offers 10% to ensure properties will still cash flow, y'all. That right there is what we call value.
Facts.
Anytime Ryan Wilkerson opens his mouth, you know that it's going to be big value. Take a screenshot of this, y'all, because this is something that will impact our offers. Samantha Marin says, hello, beautiful people. What up, Sam?
What up, Sam? That realtor did not want to do business.
No?
No, he's like, these are really weird questions you're asking me. And I'm like, okay, my bad. Just asking if an investor. I was like, was it an end buyer or was it an investor? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, are they like actually buying the home with the mortgage, or is it like an investor that did a wholesaler that did a 10-day option period, whatever? And the guy's like, these are very strange questions you're asking me. And I'm like, I'm asking because I'm trying to figure out who's buying the house and see if they're serious so we can make an offer. And then I'm like, do you work with investors? He's like, no. do do you ever find properties that look like they need some work? And he's like, no. And I'm just like, okay, have a great day, man.
Mm,
Like I'm sure you do, but okay, my bad. We don't
yeah,
have to do business today. I'll call you tomorrow, sir.
yeah. Sometimes they be wilding. David Escobedo was really good, fam. This realtor's last name is Savage, fam. That's actually pretty dope. I'm not triple tapping, bro. I'm only double tapping.
I don't triple tap realtors. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sellers
yeah,
will triple tap all day. But
yeah. I'll triple tap a seller, but not a realtor.
I'm worried about their fiduciary responsibilities. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's so funny. This is Aaron. I was calling about the property on Fifth Street. I just 2504 Fifth Street. Just wanted to see if it was still available and to see if we could talk about some details regarding the property because I might be interested in taking that one for myself. So definitely feel free to call me back. My number is. I hope all is well, and hopefully we can talk soon. All right, bye. On to the next. On to the next one. Oh, she just called me. Text me back. Sorry to miss your call. Eating dinner with my family. Thank you. See, but that's professionalism right there. You know what I mean?
I
Like-
thought you were going a different route with that one. You ain't gonna be like, does she have to feed her family dinner?
You're wild. You're wild. I mean, maybe you know what it is. Honestly, you want to know what it is? It's
Yeah.
probably it's the end of the day. I have done so much by the end of the day, and like low key, like it's less aggression.
The aggression's already been taken out of you today. So
Yeah, so I'm still in the hunt. Like I'm still like I still got energy, but maybe it's not as keen as it would be if we
like,
were if it was 11 a.m.
yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
That's so funny though that you noticed that. Because if it was 11 a.m., I would have been like,
what is worth more, dinner
What's
or
more
feeding your
important?
family?
feeding your family now or feeding them for the next 2 years.
If you don't pick up this call,
I want you to deal with all your problems,
by
getting
picking up
rich.
yeah, literally.
picking up the phone and getting rich.
Are you late on your bills?
Pick up the phone and dial.
Oh, that shit gets me every time. So true though.
Come on, bro.
Anytime.
Okay, thank you. Period. I can follow up tomorrow. Joey, I need a screenshot all the feedback that I'm getting on these lives, bro. Like, I cannot reiterate how much this is benefiting a lot of people. Guys, we've had multiple people reach out to me and Joey
Hey
and say,
Thomas,
"Hey,
my name is Joseph. I was calling about your listing on Tom Street.
we've had multiple people reach out to us and let us know that they've gotten their first contract utilizing our scripts and our resources and following along with us on these lives. So shout out to all you action takers who are out there making it happen." Yo, Justin Truax says, "What's up, fellas?" He says, "Yo, E, just made a bigger anchor drop like you said and got a verbal agreement. Let's go. What's the projected revenue on that deal if the verbal agreement manifests into a contract, Justin?" Man, that makes me so happy, bro. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. We're only executing on the advice and knowledge that we're learning. We're only on executing one item. One item in execution can take you from where you are right now to 6 figures, multi 6 figures, 7 figures. Me and Justin had a one-on-one coaching call where we realized one of the bottlenecks in his business was his deal size. And we could, with the same ad spend and with the same effort and with the same energy and with the same resources, we could almost double our profit margin by simply increasing our average deal size. And the only way to do that is to begin anchoring low because he's a great salesman as it is. That one intangible and free adjustment in business can double his profit margin. And so the fact that he's making this observation right here, y'all, where he's saying that he's making bigger anchor drops, and he got a verbal agreement. There's a story behind that. That's why I'm getting so excited. But I'm just giving you guys context. Ryan says y'all are smashing. I have all my on-market agents watching the replays. I love it. Let's go. Let's go. Ryan, where we are right now, I mean, I'm feeling really, really excited. Really, really excited. All right. Justin says, nothing crazy, 10K. I love it. He says, but this alone is going to make me thousands. I would have missed this deal in the past because I was too scared to anchor deeper. That's right, my guy. I love it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Let's run it, bro. Joey, can you unmute your mic so we can hear you?
Okay, like he's already been presented it before? My bad, I was letting you talk.
He's got financing tied up on it. He wants to free the financing up.
Oh, there's an existing mortgage on it?
No, it's not a mortgage.
Got it.
He got private money.
Understood.
And so he's just paying back private money. He's got free and clear on it, I believe.
Okay. But in terms of condition for this one's going to need a full rental, it looks like.
Well, if you want to buy it for rental, I mean, it was rented when he purchased it. It has window units in it, and it's in kind of a normal condition that you see in that area for rentals.
Okay.
You know, it depends. Like I say, you rent it to. If you want to rent it to college kids, then you probably spruce it up and do it, to college kids. But the rentals generally aren't that nice there. If you want to, you could argue that it needs a full remodel if you wanted to, get it in top condition for sure.
Okay.
But the house is of no value. The land is where the value is.
Got it. And do you know, like on the back end, what we could get if we just kept the structure as is and just fix it up?
I don't think that you would get much. I think what he's asking is market value.
Got it.
And the only reason why someone would buy it is to hold it for the that area is development wise is exploding. Even in this changing market, you got to look at it. You got downtown Houston and you have University Houston right in this property is right in between it.
Yeah.
The development potential. If you had a crystal ball, 20 years ago, and you looked at Heights or, the Independent Heights, in fact, north of the Heights, where all the prostitutes and drug dealers used to be, they're off of Cross Timbers and 45. That area is absolutely exploding. And that area is a whole lot. It was very similar to this one, but it doesn't have like downtown and University of Houston right in snap smack in the middle of both. So the development potential, if you just kind of understand the way Houston has developed, to hold this property, probably not a bad move. And I might even talk him into selling it to me to hold. But I know he's going to build townhouses next to it.
Got it. And then what's the reason he's not going to just keep this one and build the townhouse like you were saying?
There's only so much money to go around. He sells this, it pays off another investment that he has, and he's completely free and clear.
Got it.
He's got a lot of money out there, a lot of properties. It's not the only ones he's got. And so that's the move. That's probably too much information, but the reality is he wants certain things paid for free and clear. Whether there's mortgages or not, there's private money involved. He wants to make sure that private money, family money is back in his place. And then once that's free and clear, then it takes a long time to develop. So he's already started the process of those other properties to develop those.
Got it.
You got to work on the lot, replatting and all those things.
Yeah.
And involve engineers and all that. But he actually have to look at this lot to add it to the other ones.
Got it. So basically, if he didn't get this number, like even if I came in with a good cash offer, we could cover closing costs and even maybe pay some of your commission. He wouldn't be willing to come down on price at all.
Yeah, he's not going to come down.
And you're saying this is basically market value.
Yeah, you're not. To me, I don't think it's a great deal. If it was a
No.
great deal, I would have bought it myself.
No, not at 199.
Yeah, 190, 185. It's not a great deal.
Yeah.
Even at 170, it's not a great deal. The buyers are paying 170 to 180. I mean, 175 to 180.
Yeah.
We've got those offers, but
No, yeah.
I sold the properties across from Scott on the other side of Scott too, with 3 over there too, and that's what they're doing. They're buying them and hanging on to them because they know the land is. As more townhouses come in around University of Houston,
Yeah.
and downtown, you'll see that the price of this it'll turn into like a maybe a quasi Montrose, but
Got it.
Heightsy Montrose. But it just takes time for that to happen.
No, exactly. And then for me with my numbers, we basically just go off of like what sold in the last usually like 6 months max. And I'm just looking in this neighborhood. Yeah.
Lost a lot of deals when we had a bunch of foreclosures in 08 and 09.
Got it.
And I was doing the exact same thing you did. What I didn't do is I said, you know what, if I buy this and just hang on to it, you don't know how long to hang on to it for, but I hung on to it for a few more years. And all of a sudden, what happened in 2012, 13? The market just went berserk.
Yeah.
You would have collected your profits there. So that was a mistake I learned then. This one here is a little bit different play. It's maybe a longer term play. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get it occupied to hold it, to pay your cost of holding, and then you'll make your money off the appreciation whenever this market really blossoms.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I'm saying I'd even be interested in it. But 195 is still top market.
Yeah, 195. I'd be honestly like probably not even at, just by the condition of it, it's probably going to be like a 60, 70K reno. I'd probably be at like under 100K if we're going to do it all cash.
Yeah.
And obviously,
right now, me and you're shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that's going to happen.
No, exactly.
I'm not lying when I said I've got offers at 185.
No, I believe you. And if that's end buyers, then that completely makes sense. But as an investor paying 185 or 180, like they're going to lose money on that deal unless obviously they held it for 10 years and that's a different story. But most investors, they're not willing to hold stuff that long. They want to see their money.
It's going to be the best ones are going to be the end buyers, and the second best are going to be the builders.
Yeah.
The third best are going to be investors.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
So do you have other properties that are good for investors right now?
Do, but right now we're really got time for me to talk because
Okay.
I talk all day long and I'm shutting it down.
So what's a good time to speak tomorrow then?
I don't want to talk much.
I mean, could you send me whatever you have and I can make offers on it if it's a good fit for us?
I just have so many investors that want that same thing. I'd be all day doing it. I don't have the time. If you do this, send me an email. I'll have my assistant put you in an investor email, and whenever I see something that might be investor worthy, then I can shoot it out. I will tell you to do that, and send me an email and say the words. Well, let's invest in Liberty County. Say the words property in Liberty County, and I'll have my assistant send you something that I have that's not on the market, that is a very easy rehab.
Okay.
But I have an investor that doesn't want to go that far out.
Okay. Where is it located?
It's going to be on the other side of Liberty, the town of Liberty.
Okay.
So in between Houston and Beaumont, that general area. But there's something out there that's probably going to be under 200,000. And probably not a lot of comps out in the country, so you got investors a little bit, hesitant on knowing what to do. But shoot me that. I'll send you that one. Have you take a look at it if you want.
Perfect.
that one is the closest one I think we might get a deal.
Got it.
Okay.
I mean, as long as the numbers make sense, we can get it done. So I'll shoot you over my info. Text me what's your email really quick.
Remember me, and we'll maybe do something.
Yeah, no, if we like it and we buy it, I'll pay your commission on it. I'm like if you're gonna feed me something and we're gonna eat off it, I want to make sure you eat off it too.
Send me an email and we'll see what we can do.
Okay, what's your email really quick?
Thomas L. Saunders at Remax.net.
Thomas L. Saunders at Remax.net.
Yeah, if you Google my name at all.
Cool. Okay. All right, I'll send you over an email, Thomas. Thanks for your time tonight. Take care. Bye-bye. He told me not to call him.
That's crazy.
Then proceeded to pitch me a property in the middle of nowhere.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, maybe they have their own policies and protocols, man.
No, he straight up said, he's like, I talk to so many investors on a daily basis. He's like, I already have my people I send it to. He's like, I don't need to like have conversations more about this. And I'm like, excuse me, sir.
He's got enough clients. He's got enough clients, man.
Not bad. But what if I would be your best client? No, what was the thing you said the other night?
What did I say?
Have you ever met a good wholesaler?
Have you ever met a good wholesaler? Have you ever worked with a good wholesaler?
Facts.
And then ask them, would you like to?
I was about to ask, have you ever worked with a serious investor? But I was just like, you know what? This guy doesn't deserve my grace right now. I'm just gonna hang up.
So the woman that I spoke to, the property was listed at this is what's happening during your call. The property is currently listed at 170. It's a cosmetic rehab. I think the ARV on it is probably 185 or so, and I offered her 108. And
But it's up for 170. Is it listed for 170?
Listed for 170. It's a cosmetic rehab, and the ARV on it's probably 180.
Okay.
And I offered her 108, and it was one of those offers where in the back of my mind I was like, she ain't gonna take this, you know what I mean? I'm doing it because it's my duty, you know. This is the standard. We make an offer on the first, and so my butt cheeks were kind of clenched because it's uncomfortable making those low offers, you know what I'm saying? And
you're not wrong with that statement.
She was like, well, they actually might consider it. And I was like,
excuse me, that's gonna be a $50K deal right there.
If you go back and watch the rewind it, those of you in replay world, like you will be able to see on camera at what point she came back and told me that they would consider it.
I'm literally gonna go back and watch this now.
You can see it in my face. I was so hyped.
So it's like, what?
So what she said is she just wanted to clarify the terms, which is she said you're telling me that you will be willing to pay 3% of my commission non-represented. I said yes, ma'am. She said you're gonna pay all the closing costs. I said yes, ma'am. And she's like, can you close? Like, how soon can you close? I said in 30 days or less. And then she says, then how much of a due diligence period are you going to be asking for? In other words, guys, option period. I'm just sharing this with everybody so that they know the lingo and whatnot. But she said, how much of a due diligence period will you need? And I said, honestly, I'm so confident in these numbers, 5 to 10 days. And I feel really confident about that. And she was like, okay, well, and then what would the earnest money be? And I said 1%. And then I'm just gonna put in there that the clause, you know what I mean, that the 1%.
You're not even gonna mention it.
Yeah, I'm not, because it's not necessary right now, right? It's not necessary right now, but we will put a clause.
I'm just like, yo, this is gonna be here, just so you know.
Because you're from the East Coast, bro. You're from the East Coast, bro. You be unnecessarily transparent. East Coast people be mad offensive, and then they blame it on the fact that they're just being honest.
I'm just being real. That's what it is.
Yo, that doesn't mean you call somebody ugly to their face, fam.
I only called you fat. Like, my bad.
Yo, East Coast people crack me up. Like, and then like with the most puppy dog eyes, they'll be like, "I'm from the East Coast." It's you know what I mean?
East Coast, like, my bad.
I'm just being honest. You know what I mean?
No, it's really like that though. That's
really
why I
like
tell
that.
them. But it's like when I don't tell them and then they come back and then I gotta come back. Like, I'm just like, I gotta be proactive. Like, this is what I'm laying
There's a
out. This is
couple
what I
things.
got.
No, I know. And by the way, because I know to some who may be hearing this for the first time, especially realtors, you might be thinking that I'm justifying or in some way encouraging dishonesty, or I don't know what the antonym for transparency would be. What like unnecessarily not like I'm anyway. I'm not in any way encouraging dishonesty, but there are phases in which I'm going to reveal certain information, and there's certain words and phrases I don't use because it tends to trigger people. So if I just got a verbal agreement and my terms are good for everything, barring the fact that EMD will be dropped at the end of the inspection, I'm not going to bring that up right now because everything is going good. We'll go over that whenever we review the paperwork, because right now all of this is only verbal anyway. Now I do put it in the LOI, so I'm not trying to pull a fast one. Here's another aspect. Here's another aspect of this. Using the word wholesaler right off the using the word wholesaler up front, like, you know what I mean? I have done it on certain calls because Joey Bibo does, because he's, again,
well,
like,
no, we stopped doing that
right?
after Ryan Wilkerson in the chat was the one that kind of got me to stop doing that. And honestly, it feels great. I don't got to sit there and like, but then once the objection comes, I'll still answer and I'll be honest. But it's just like, if they don't ask, then I'm not straight up. Like, and it's in the script. We got to take that out of the script. But it's literally in the script that like I used to, and I used to straight up do this. Yes, because we're giving it to everybody, and everybody's like, "I'm a wholesaler."
And by the way, that exactly, bro.
But like on the other side of the coin, it does work. It does work. Like, if you tell them straight up you're a wholesaler, it literally saves you so much stress and so much time. Like that's one thing I will say. But there's emails going out on every realtor website right now that like don't talk to wholesalers, they're bad. And now if I'm like out the gate, I'm a wholesaler, now they're already looking at me like we're bad.
Yeah, exactly. With that said, this is definitely something that we should continue talking about. We are here not only to make an egregious amount of money. We're here to serve every vendor that we work with, namely the brokers and realtors, the escrow officers and escrow agents and attorneys, the buyers that we work with, the sellers that we work with. We're here to serve all of these people at the highest level and be compliant along the way, to do things legally, ethically, morally along the way. So that's part of our vision, and to tighten this gap between the retail market and the wholesale market. With that said, it's 8 p.m. CST. I still got a whole lot to do. Y'all think the work ends after these lives, and y'all don't even know that these lives are literally only the tip of the iceberg, right? There's so much other, so much more to this. And those of you who are running businesses, you know. With that said, we got to hop off this live, but we never hop off the live without having a nugget prepared for you guys. So Joey, I went first yesterday. It's your turn right now. Freestyle something off the top. 30 to 60 second Reader's Digest nugget that you can share with the people before we dip. By the way, across all platforms, we have 120 people live tuning in right now.
So no pressure.
19 people alone on Facebook. So yeah, no pressure. 118 now. 2 people just left.
So Ryan Wilkerson just said one thing that kind of is a great point to touch on. Just kind of wrap up the point we're really talking about, which is EMD, and when we post it. But EMD, what Ryan said was EMD means nothing. There's almost 0% chance the seller can ever get their hands on it if you exercise your right to terminate. And if I'm going to terminate, I'm going to do it within my contingency period of 10 to 12 days. If I can't dispo in that time, it's not a deal, in which case I'm going to try to retrace on the price or rehash on the price, and that agent will become will be more worried about keeping the deal together than the EMD. So at the end of the day, really what Ryan's saying is EMD is literally monopoly money. Like at the end of a transaction, if you get past your inspection and you don't cancel within your inspection, then technically you will owe your seller that EMD. However, even past inspections, I'm not an attorney, so don't take my legal advice on this, but even past inspections, if you go to the seller straight up and tell them that you fucked up and you're the reason that the deal that you had to cancel, then usually the seller will release you even past your inspection period. I'm not saying go past your inspection period ever, but I'm saying like there are times where unforeseen things come after the buyer's EMD is, and you have to get your buyer's EMD back. And sometimes you got to literally call the seller yourself, call the attorney, call someone yourself, and fall on the sword. But EMD is literally monopoly money, so don't stress about it. If a realtor is getting caught up over it, it's because they don't think that you can perform on the deal, or the seller doesn't think you could perform on the deal. At the end of the day, everyone wants to get the deals to the closing line. That's the goal. That should be our goal on every transaction we ever touch, and that should be the realtor's goal on every deal that they're selling. So as long as we can agree on that, and like if you get it at my number, I'm gonna get this thing to the finish line. They're not gonna be worried about EMD. They're not gonna be worried about how when you drop your deposit. As long as $10,000, $5,000 is what you're willing to put up as your deposit money, and you have your investors do that, obviously, then you're never gonna have to worry about fighting over EMD again. Obviously, me and Aaron still do it, but sometimes you just gotta. There's always ways to maneuver around this stuff, and the confidence in knowing that we can get the deal to the closing line is what will make us be able to maneuver a lot easier. So just make sure when you guys are making those offers, you say, I'm like, not say, but you understand, like, if I get it at the numbers that's in my flip calculator, I'm going to sell this deal. It will close. And now I'm going to get that to the finish line. You have that confidence in your brain, and now you can execute it on the calls.
I love it. I love it. Nuggets from my guy Joey. And Ryan adds, he says, add a clause into your contract that seller's sole remediation against you, the buyer, is the forfeiture of EMD. Boom. Boom, bam, bow.
So basically, they can't sue you. They can only take your EMD.
That is how you can, 100%. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Nuggets on nuggets on nuggets. What I would say to close out is something that I just read. I'm currently in an Audible called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Those of you that don't know, Marcus Aurelius is one of the most powerful. He's called one of the good Caesars of Rome, and he's one of the most powerful leaders in human history. And he took Rome to heights of success that are unparalleled. And so he has a book of wisdom that he wrote in his personal journal. And so if you want to achieve heights of success, you should associate with the minds of people who have achieved heights of success like this. So that's why I'm listening to this Audible called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And he makes this observation. He says, so simple but profound. And he says, perspective is everything. He says, for example, you walk outside and you get drenched by the rain. He says, you could be miserable over the uncomfortable sensation of your clothes, your wet clothes against your skin, or you could be happy that you're alive enough to at least feel the sensation of the wet clothes against your skin. And it's one shift in thinking. Like some people don't even have the opportunity to feel the wet clothes on their skin. Man, you know what? This rain is beautiful, and at least I'm here. And it sounds corny, but man, you know, those sorts of emotional crutches, if you will, are necessary when you get caught in the rain, figuratively and literally. You know what I mean? So whenever negative things happen in life, we have a choice in how we respond to it. And successful people choose to keep a positive attitude as a default, because that's the only, life is too hard. Can you imagine if we let circumstances dictate our attitude? How many times things go wrong or don't go as planned or don't happen on time or don't happen the way we imagined it or didn't feel the way we thought or golly, if we allowed external circumstances to dictate our mood, then man, we'd be like 90% of the people on Facebook. Go figure.
It's just
But if
arguing.
you know what I'm saying? But if we want to be top part of the 1%, part of the 5%, part of the top 10%, we got to think like them. And the way successful people think is they default into positive and hopeful and faith-filled thoughts. So that's what I have to say. With that said, I love you guys to death. Today's day 17. Tomorrow we will be going live at our usually scheduled time, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. CST. We'll see you guys there. Much love. Drive safe. If you're not home yet, brush your teeth. Tell your family you love them, and don't smack nobody. Till tomorrow. Let's get it, y'all.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.